Wait, do you ever get disappointed when you're showing someone something for the first time and you really want them to get it? And
No,
they
not
don't?
at all. I think
Yes.
Oh.
Matt knew exactly where I was
Absolutely.
going with that question.
I'm clearly an Eeyore.
I'm probably Rue.
I'm a Christopher Robin with a Pooh Rising.
And then I get in a canoe and I'm like, Claire's don't like canoes.
No, they don't.
I'm afraid of this lake.
That's exactly what it was.
Ow.
It was a beautiful moment in our friendship. I was
literally in the middle of getting her up and down the
Pathetic.
stairs. Ow. I was like, I'm trying to get my hair done. I'm like,
I don't think that's an accurate representation of my owl.
well, you were in such pain you couldn't see clearly. So,
Trauma.
Thank you for listening to the Last Will podcast. I'm Matt Young. I'm a theater educator and a parent. And ever since I lost my father to cancer, I have been mildly obsessed with death. This is my last will and testament. Frank Lloyd Wright once said, "The truth is more important than facts." Well, we are going to try to figure that one out today as we do an episode about truth versus facts. I hope you enjoy.
All right, we're just going.
I don't even know what the topic is. Coffee cake.
No, oh, wait. All
Sour
right,
cream coffee.
Dry.
all of that
I
sounds
love
very
some
delicious.
zucchini bread, said no
No,
one.
wasn't that good?
Ever.
It was a zucchini muffin.
Did when you ordered that, was it wicked good?
Yeah, when you ordered it, was it wicked wonderful.
When
that?
you ordered the zucchini muffin, did they celebrate behind the counter, going, "We finally got rid of it," or did she just look like she was in shock?
It came out of the deep freeze.
No, those people are so done over there from the minute they get to work.
So when you go
because
to the drive-thru, you do let them know, I'm pulling out now. I'm leaving now.
I'm here. I'm leaving.
Um,
I'm leaving now.
we are super punchy this morning.
I don't know if we're
We are
punching
super
or
punching.
something else.
We are trying to choose a topic. We weren't sure. We've never done this before. We've always had a topic, and we
Don't
discussed
tell
it.
them.
Well, I shouldn't let them know.
Well, no, they already know.
Yeah, well, because that's what we do. We're honest with our listeners about where we are for everything.
We're not in a great place.
We have this idea that makes a lot of sense and doesn't make sense at the same time. It is a little more complicated than what we usually delve into, and so we were trying to get some clarity on it, and we didn't get any clarity on it, so we figured we would just start and try to get clarity as we were going.
So the topic is truth versus fact, or fact versus truth, however you like to put them. And I thought we needed to get some clarity on truth
Yes, because that's a little more subjective than fact.
because we were coming up with examples, and
None of those examples were.
I don't understand them.
Yeah. It's still a little complicated. So we'll see. This episode, will it make air? We don't know. Also, I don't mean to throw it under the bus, but Grady's butt has a lot to say today.
Yeah, and also Claire is on the what is it called? The peddler?
The peddler.
You're not allowed to speak anymore.
Okay.
over here
No,
talking about
that's
Laura Luft
that's
having
not
a
true.
stroke in
This
the
is
kitchen.
we don't talk like that here. This is a safe space. We've
Okay.
just had a funny morning, and Claire's pedaling because she's very fidgety.
Maya Angelou.
Once said,
Oh, is this? Oh, my, you're starting that. You're doing the start of
Because
the show.
I'm
You've
trying.
Matt.
I'm
You've
trying.
listened. You've listened. Try.
"Let Grady go.
Okay.
Let him go."
This is my last will and testament. Go.
Angelou speaks about the concept that facts can obscure the truth. That relying solely on factual information can sometimes obscure the underlying truth or the bigger picture. It's not about these small details of the facts.
Okay.
It's about the bigger picture, and the bigger picture often doesn't need or involve not minute, but the facts can obscure the truth.
Okay.
And that can break up friendships.
Yes.
That can really fuck with you. And of course, people always want to talk about That's what gossip gets down to.
So
a
it's
lot of people
almost-
talking about the facts. Oh, she said this. She said that. He
Yeah,
said this. He
right.
said they're awful people. No, they're not awful people. Did they say those things? Yes. Does that make them an awful person? Not necessarily. No.
Okay, so let's.
You can't judge
so
someone
it's not
on-
just fact versus truth. It's truth obscured by fact.
That facts can obscure the overlying truth or the overlying picture. Yeah.
But we are living in a time where facts
And that's what I'm.
are not being valued as facts, but opinions. And
Right.
so it feels like a very complicated subject to dive into if we're like, well, facts
It's
can
hard
get
to-
in the way of things. It's like, yeah, but also facts are a grounding
and we don't really.
force. And if we ignore them, then we're making our, like, what was it called? Subjective facts? Or what did the right call them? They called them,
I don't know that you have to. Or we want to talk about ignoring facts, but not looming around them so that it obscures the actual bigger picture, the truth.
So let's.
well, I guess we're going to try to get to the bottom of that
so
today.
Matt,
really.
will you read us the AI definition of truth?
Sure. Before we do that, I want to say, hey, welcome to Last Will Podcast.
Yeah. Hey.
You know?
Guys.
Oh, Jesus. It's going to be
It's kind of juicy today in
it's
here.
a little bit, right?
What happened?
Grady's butt also said hello. Welcome to
it's-
Last Will
yeah.
Podcast, but in its own language. And that language sounded a little bit, oh, no. Oh, no. False alarm.
That's not one.
False alarm.
Yeah, that's got water.
Let's
attached
mark
to
that
it.
microphone down so that none of us use it. All right, what were we doing? Yes. All right. All right.
Do not
What we were looking for truth?
Yeah. I thought you already had it up.
I did, but I kind of said I wanted to see what AI thought about this truth versus fact. Okay,
Right.
truth is
Okay.
okay. It starts off with fact. Fact is a statement that can be proven to be true or false through empirical evidence or objective verification. Facts are concrete and are based on observable realities that can be confirmed through investigation and data. For example, the Earth orbits the sun is a fact because it is a phenomenon that can be and has been repeatedly observed and measured by scientists. Okay. Truth is a broader concept that can be more subjective and dependent upon context, perspective, or belief. Truths are statements or ideas that are believed to be accurate or reflect reality from a particular standpoint. What is considered true can vary between different cultures, belief systems, or philosophical doctrines. For example, a person might say, "It is a truth for me that kindness is more important than wealth." This statement reflects a personal or moral belief that might not be universally accepted as a fact. So it is a truth for me that kindness is more important than wealth. That's a statement that may not be true here.
I hear that. I think that's talking more about still opinion based stuff where.
Well,
I'm
I think
saying-
I think it's covering your thought pattern, right?
yeah.
In philosophy, truth has been a topic of debate and analysis for centuries, with varying theories posing different criteria for what makes a statement true. Some of these theories include correspondence theory. A statement is true if it corresponds to a fact or reality. Coherence theory. A statement is true if it consists with an established system of beliefs or knowledge. Pragmatic theory. A statement is true if it is useful, works in practice, or leads to successful outcomes.
This is a complicated topic
Yeah.
that we just decided to just go skinny dip.
Jump.
in.
Yeah. I mean, the water is cold. So
It is
like,
freezing.
the judgment free. Okay.
Okay, I don't know about you, but I don't just decide to go skinny dipping all willy nilly.
Well, you did this Sunday morning.
I feel
So-
like he's right.
My stuff is shrunken up into myself.
Okay.
In summary, facts are objective and verifiable. What?
Verifiable.
Yes,
Verifiable.
Right.
While truth can be more subjective and influenced by interpretation, context, and belief systems. Despite their differences, both concepts are vital in the pursuit of knowledge and understanding of the world. Bip-bip-bip-bip-bip.
You know, the
But it is-
AI people, whoever's behind AI, like yes, they give very
Her name is
generic
Joan.
definitions that really appeal to the normal person. We in this podcast, I don't think I'm offending anyone when I say this.
Oh, you're not.
I don't think any of us are normal.
What the fuck did you say to me?
I saw that coming.
I don't like being
down the
considered.
road, right?
Consider myself normal.
Tell your butt.
I'm not interested in normal.
No.
A normal day for me might not be normal for somebody else. Also, the concept of normal.
What is normal?
I don't even know why
what
I'm
that
bringing
is.
it
I
up.
don't-
Can I just say that AI isn't people?
Correct.
It's
basically-
Joan.
But it
Address her as such.
It appeals to
Or your
certain
refrigerator will
people.
blow
Yes,
up.
because it's the gathering of information that's already out there.
It does
already
not
established.
appeal to me.
What doesn't AI?
AI. The AI
But let's not get
definitions.
lost in AI.
No. And when I'm the definitions are very clear and they do make sense, but
They're too clear with a subject like
Yeah.
this that's too varied.
like
Well-
I'm when I take ideas, like I pretty much
You're yelling in the
put
mic.
I pretty much
You were not-
tie my hand to a balloon and let the balloon take me wherever it's gonna go. Like that's
Ooh,
how
I'd
I
like to watch that.
It's a
When are you doing
beautiful
that?
image.
That's how I feel about ideas.
You're going to watch her float away and be fine with it?
Well, because
This
I
isn't
know
like
it's not
Harry
real.
Potter. They're
Yeah.
going to be like, so-and-so
First
going
of
through the
all,
roof.
It's
Claire's always land on their feet.
that is true.
That
Yeah.
is that's a beautiful thing.
So-
Except when she falls down the stairs.
And when was that?
Oh, I used to fall down the stairs all the time when I was a kid.
Did you throw yourself down the
No, I
stairs?
was just running.
Is this
down
a quicker way?
Just running, always running.
Did you throw a lot of tantrums as a kid and slam your door?
A good amount.
Were you ever threatened with the door coming off the hinges if you didn't?
Yes.
I knew
All
it.
the
I knew it.
time.
I knew that house. I knew it. I knew it. Sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Kinney. I just knew it. I'm going to take that door off the hinges.
Not enough that I was considered a problem child, but we had a fair amount of those moments.
Okay.
No, but sorry.
So
anyway,
that's a fact.
yeah, Claire used to run down the stairs in her socks and not hold on to the railing and
No
just
carpets,
fall.
I'm guessing.
We took away the carpets
Yeah,
when
yeah,
I was a
yes.
kid. Yeah.
The fact
so
is you fell down the stairs a lot. The truth is you're not an uncoordinated person. It was just accidents.
sure.
Is this what we're going to use our powers for?
I'm trying to relate to something because we're off the rails again.
Okay. Sorry.
We're allowed to be off the rails.
Okay.
right?
Back to
I-
back.
no, okay.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No.
I was going to say the structure of this podcast, if there is a structure, is that we start off with the idea of what is known about a subject. You know, what is the
Yes.
common knowledge about a subject, and then we
put our
come at
stank
it.
on it.
Yeah, then we rub our stank all over it. It's exactly how I thought I would finish that. sentence.
I like the balloon carrying me away into wherever we're gonna go kind of idea.
I don't want you being carried away on a
All right,
balloon.
what
I
are
don't
you-
think
what are
it's
you,
safe.
Madeline?
It's not like real.
She doesn't fly with the balloon.
What? I have been misreading those books.
Yeah, you have.
Wait, Madeline disappeared in a balloon?
No.
Hot air balloon?
No, that's the guy from Up, right?
Yes.
I'm conflating
That's
Up
Ed
and Madeline.
Asner.
Okay, I'm speaking.
I'm not selling this house.
I'm
Sure
speaking
you are.
metaphorically
I'm a Boy Scout.
Yes. we figured as much.
What's the
right?
ostrich's name?
because I feel
Bob?
like that's where I go.
Kevin.
I just
thank
let
you.
go. I let go. I trust the universe to take me wherever it needs me to go. In my head.
Okay.
So anyway, what's happening?
Where are we? So truth versus fact. That's where we are, right? So according to the understanding of most people, truth has a bit of needs context to it in order to really make it work. Fact is a little bit more evidence driven. But what Grady is saying in the concept of this is that facts can
obscured the actual real truth of the matter.
and I
Because-
guess like the humanity of a situation, right?
And you know me, that's what and that's it's the humanity of it.
Yeah.
And
So-
and sometimes humanity sucks and people do shitty things and you realize that. Again, like I was saying, you say I've really upset you and I've really hurt you. And you're deeply upset. You express that to me. I realize it. I know I've hurt you. I apologize profusely. I try to do what I can to mend it, and that's a fact. I did that. That we know that, right? I did it. The truth is I'm not a bad person.
Oh.
I just want everyone to know that this didn't happen. Like Grady did not upset
No,
me.
I'm just trying to relate to,
Wink, wink.
you know, and a lot of times, and so we get caught up in the fact where you go, I'm a terrible person. I'm not worthy of this friendship. I can't believe I did this. I'm fucked up. I need help. You know, and that's a terrible thing to get caught up in that one fact, and that one fact shouldn't define me. A mistake shouldn't define a person.
Okay, yes, I've experienced
just
that before,
because
where I have upset a friend. I made a mistake, and that was the fact. I didn't
Right.
call her when something happened, and
But the truth is,
well, the
you
truth
are a good friend.
the truth is that I am a good friend, but that day I didn't feel like it.
And the fact that what you've done that obscured the truth of you actually knowing I am a good person, and I need to give myself some graces. I did fuck up. I have apologized. I've recognized what I did. And the truth of the matter is I do need to love myself, and I am a good person. And whether or not this person even thinks that fact needs to go fuck itself. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is a complicated thing.
But without it, are we learning and changing the behavior? Because oftentimes too, like we are not defined by what we say, but we're defined by what we do. And if we, in this situation, have let down a friend in that moment, but we always talk about being a good friend, are we really a good friend?
That sounds like no. But if you
is it an indictment overall of the humanity, and like if there's a heaven and hell where you go to hell for not being there for that person? Maybe, probably not. But
I hope not. Yeah.
But like, what is a good person?
Well, I think that, we're always trying to defend ourselves. Like, if somebody approaches you and says, hey, it really hurt me that you didn't call me when I needed you, and you really you
I've been busy
forgot,
all
you were
week,
careless, you were actually ensconced in something else, like maybe you were out to dinner with somebody you really like you're starting a new relationship, so you're not really thinking about your friends, you're thinking about yourself, and all of a sudden this person's like, no, you hurt me, and you let's say you don't feel as bad as you may have, or you're not, I don't know, this happens to me sometimes when people express that they're upset with me and I don't think it's
justified.
Yeah.
Well, here's
I might defend myself, but that might not be the right thing. And that person just wants to get to the bottom of it. That person wants me to admit something.
Yes.
They want me to admit the truth.
And it becomes very, very complicated. But that truth is subjective.
That's a false truth, though. Then that's a false truth, because if they want you to admit you're a shitty person because you did one thing that was wrong, or you made a couple of mistakes, that's not fair. Because you're a good person.
Maybe it's not admitting that I'm a shitty person, or they think that. Maybe they just want to know, hey,
you admit that you hurt my feelings.
Are you really my friend? And maybe you're not.
Look, I as most things in this podcast, I always go back to the period in which, right after my father died, right? And I felt very, very abandoned by all of my friends, really. But like, I also didn't reach out. So like, where is my culpability in this? Like, did your friend go, I need help in this moment. Can you be here for me? And you said, well, I got to get my nails done, and then I got to get a massage. And then did you blow this friend off? It doesn't sound like that. It sounds like your friend was hurting and then expected you to mind read and come in and save them when they didn't really ask for help. I did not ask for help. So I have real responsibility in all of this.
And you'll never really know who would have shown up if you had said, can you help me? I'm struggling right now.
But like, I've carried this hurt for so long, but like, so much of it is, I mean, I've apologized to my friends, and we've moved on in a lot of ways, but we're not nearly as close as we were. But like, I had to accept responsibility for it. I still have to accept responsibility for it when I'm feeling bad about the fact that you two are my only friends. It's not true. I have a couple other friends, but my responsibility is to tell you guys, my birthday really means a lot to me this year.
Right.
And I want to have something done, and I don't know what to do, and I don't know how to ask. But me putting that out there helps you guys understand what I need in that moment.
Yeah, I don't know unless you tell me.
So the situation that happened with your friends when your father died, the fact is, you didn't get contacted by them. The truth.
Yeah, for the most part.
Like, they weren't physically there for you. They didn't call you. They didn't this, that. What's the truth?
Hug me.
What's the truth?
The truth is that I didn't ask for the help.
Well, the truth, you don't actually know. You don't know what the truth is. You don't know why they didn't do that.
Exactly. I assume it's because we were all I'm too loud.
No, sorry. I was pointing my finger at you.
And
I didn't
in
like
that
that.
situation, it breaks off into branches. There are two sides to the truth where someone's like, I wanted to be there, but I didn't know what to do. And I didn't know how to talk
Yes,
to you.
absolutely.
Like I was just giving you space,
fear.
and I wasn't sure if
Yes,
you wanted
that's what I
me.
mean.
Yes,
Getting
yes.
under the fear-based part of it.
Absolutely.
And then
For those of you who have friends who are dealing with grief, they want space, but they don't want space. You know, they want you to check in on them.
That's hard, man.
For sure, they want you. Just even if it's a word, even if it's the simple phrase of, "This is horrible. I want to help you, and I don't know how to help you." You know, this is
I'm
bad.
sure
It just-
in our-
because we're all in grief, just thinking like we're being dramatic.
Don't you think
You
in
know?
our adult years, as people get older, and maybe they never tell you this, and there's so many things that people feel about us or think about us that we'll never know, that there's one or two of these friends that have thought over the years, and it just hit them. God, I wish I had reached out to him. I wish I had just had a flash of, I just wish I had done that. I think that comes with age sometimes a little bit too. You were young.
Yeah, well, young enough.
Yeah, young
I'd
enough.
like to think that was true, but I don't think that that's true.
But I do. I think that's
Okay.
flashed before somebody's eyes because you have too much love to give and you give it freely. And I think that I believe in my heart that someone has gone along the way. Wow, I wish I reached out to Matt.
Now all of you guys get my love. My love just comes to you.
You know, I'm sure because I think about it. How many
You
times?
want more love?
How many times have
Here's
you?
more love.
Have
for
you not ever done that and
Love.
thought, God, it just flashes? You know, you can't change it, so you don't. There's nothing to do about it. But you flash and go, I wish I'd made that. I wish I'd done that a little differently.
Oh my gosh.
I wish I'd. And then you don't chastise yourself, but just flashes before and go, I wonder where that went wrong.
Well, that comes into that's a little bit of a slippery slope.
We're
for
moving
me.
into another.
Yeah, because there are times that I
Regrets.
feel like I did something right in the moment for myself, and then I'll look back on it and I'll think,
That's tough.
was that right? And I'm like, but it felt right.
But if it was right for you,
it was right then.
Right.
Does it? Why?
Well,
and
no,
it might not feel right or in the future.
Yeah.
But also like doing something right, like self-care, which
And that's what I was
we
going
struggle
at.
with,
I was thinking
sometimes
about.
has consequences that
Yes,
aren't
it does.
that will give us feelings afterwards. But it doesn't mean that it wasn't right for you. It doesn't mean that it wasn't right in general. But these things sometimes come at a cost. But like,
And they,
we all have to do a little bit more self-care.
Yeah,
Well,
we
not
do.
all of us. Let's be honest. Not all of us, but like most of us have to do more self-care. Now, I'm not talking about you people in the room. Like, but we all know narcissists.
We all have to have self-care. Narcissists don't
Yes,
understand
I
that.
just need more. Some of us don't need to do more self-care. You know, they're already in the
Oh,
self-care.
I see.
They're doing plenty of it already.
they're doing plenty of it already. Totally.
So,
But yes, self care. That the fact that you need that moment of self care. One needs that, and follows through with it, and then it ends up you miss someone's show or you can't get to someone's house and they want to have dinner with you or whatever, and that reverberates for them. But you're like, I needed that night. I couldn't give that night up because then that backs me up for a whole week and I'm fucked. So I'm sorry I couldn't make that one thing, but that doesn't make me not a good friend. And I'm sorry I missed this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I missed hanging out with you. I'm sorry that you needed me there, but I needed to make sure I was okay first. So now you got me for the long run instead of me having to now go back and fix my and recharge and reset. Does this make sense where I'm going with this?
it does. It just feels like it's on a It feels like it's on a
selfish?
very small scale.
Yeah, and
I'm not even talking about from your point of view. I'm talking about like if that friend on the other side can't be like, oh, I hear what Grady is saying.
Then there's a problem.
Yeah.
I agree
I
completely.
I
And
feel
think
like,
sometimes
yeah.
the cracks show with that when you say to somebody, I'm absolutely so sorry. Quit apologizing. I don't want to hear your apologies anymore.
Well,
Like,
it's also
then,
like-
what am I supposed to do? But I'm so sorry. Well, that's who you are.
But it's
that's
also
who
like-
you are. You've revealed yourself.
One. Yeah, it's like, but one, like these people who one action defines whether you're a good friend or not.
Yeah.
If you don't do this, then you're considered. Not a
So
good friend,
I
but whatever.
actually have eliminated. I mean, not
And those
eliminated,
people
but
will continue to do that.
I
because
find
they're
that
punishers.
I'm
They're
not
punishers.
comfortable around people who don't accept that about me. I mean, there are many times that I have not gone to certain things because I've decided to go to recovery meetings, or like that's my
and
life.
that's nobody else's fucking
And
business.
it's not. But I'm like, I have to go to that. That's more. That's my priority right now.
That's your life.
And also, like the past couple of months, I was a little afraid that I maybe didn't take care of some friendships because I pushed them away because I was so busy doing theater, and I was so stressed out, and I was so wound up that I just put them off. I'm like, I can't talk. I can't use my voice. I'm so tired. I have to when I had like a minute to myself, I wanted to be alone.
And
I didn't want to talk to people.
quote unquote called you out for that?
Nobody
Or
did,
or
but
are you punishing yourself for something that you think?
So I actually came up with a couple of fake scenarios because I thought people
Oh
were
no!
mad at me.
Oh Claire, no!
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hate
So
when we
so
do that.
here we go. Facts and truths,
Thank
right?
you.
Your truths
Sorry.
are not being kind to you.
And so you're with a
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I guess like, so if I say to somebody, and it's just like you were saying before, like, I'm sorry, I love you, I'm sorry I can't come to your show. I don't know.
There are Nazis in it. We don't want to go see Nazis.
So, and I'm like,
What I say?
and I'll
Wow.
say,
Goodness
there's
Lorna
something I
left.
need to do. Like, if that person says, no worries, it's fine, that person is my friend. That person loves me no matter what.
Yep.
And you know what? That happens to me sometimes where people say they can't come to something, and I usually don't care. Like, I generally don't. Sometimes when it's like a certain thing, it does bother me. But I always give people second and third and fourth chances. I'm like, listen, it's fine. Like, you have a headache, you're tired, you're upset. Like, go home and have fun. It's not like I have FOMO. Like, I'm like, great. That means that I have a night to myself, or I can do something else, or this or that or the other. I'm not going to judge that person for canceling on me. So I would appreciate if people don't judge me for canceling on them.
Mm-hmm.
And I rarely cancel on people because, I want to show up for them.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if people start to get upset with me for not being around and they don't have the courtesy to understand the truth, then we have a problem.
I think we are talking about this in a compartmentalized, smaller human to human way, but I don't know any other way to talk about this subject that's so big
Well, I think
without
they're
making it relatable in this
There are.
because
there's
everyone can relate to this.
There's so many bigger humanity issues on that regard that people are going with fact versus truth and ignoring.
Yeah, we're
the truth.
not talking about it like politically. We're not talking about it
Right.
in terms of like world events.
We'll be
and things
talking
like
politics in 2020.
that. Also, because we're not experts. Obviously, we have opinions and stuff like that, and sometimes they show up.
Speak for
here.
yourself.
Oh, that's true.
VCR repair.
Are an expert. No, but I do think there are two different ways to look at it, I think. And it is facts versus truth within yourself, and then facts versus truth that are what we would call an acting school partnering.
And that's what Claire went
that
through.
you're doing with other people. So you didn't get into the fact that you were giving yourself a harsher truth.
Right, because
By creating these scenarios about your friends. I mean, maybe you had some
so the
evidence
facts
that led you
obscured
to
your
that,
truth. Those facts that you couldn't go to these things
Well, you
obscured the truth that you are a very good friend, but you couldn't. The fact was you couldn't do these certain things.
But like I don't know. There's something about the label of like I'm a good friend or I'm a good person. I don't I don't know. It's not sitting right with me for some reason. Like I don't need to declare myself one thing or another. I think there are times where I've been a very good friend and times
We're
where
just
I'm
people.
where I'm not.
I guess I'm not trying to explain it that that's how one should speak or would talk. I'm just trying to break it down about that. That's the
Language that we would use.
reality of. I'm just explaining what it is. I wouldn't say to someone, "I'm such a good." I'm a good friend. I do everything for you. I don't know.
Oh,
I know
don't
why- I
trust those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those people are narcissists.
Who have to let you know how good they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Are they?
giving you their resume, their personal resume.
Huh. Yeah. No. I understand
anyways,
exactly what you're
like,
saying.
so
I mean,
what
at
are
the
the
end of the day, we're all people, and we got to figure. We're all trying to just walk each other home. Some of us are going alone.
Fuck. Okay, yeah.
You guys have never
And I
heard
guess-
that expression
No,
before.
it's a great expression,
And
but
some
I
of
just
us going alone
I
get
just-
hit by a car on the way home.
just hopefully.
And then we're in traction.
Hopefully. Oh God.
And then
sweet,
that's-
sweet,
No.
sweet death.
Hey, I'm one fart away from a coma.
Oh my God. We are gonna have to call 911 for Grady.
Please don't.
'Cause I
They'll
think
take
that
me
part
out.
is
No,
coming.
please don't.
No,
They'll-
we're gonna have
I
to
don't-
call 911 for me because I'm gonna have a heart attack from laughing so hard.
When I have a heart attack and die,
If
no,
you
no,
ha-
if you have fart and have a heart, or if
a
you
fart attack,
a fart.
if you have a fart attack,
you're both gonna laugh.
oh my God, yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Don't do it
You're gonna
because
laugh too.
you're gonna get
Well,
help second.
Every hospital in this area has your name on do not enter list, so you can't visit me.
You know, that's not funny. That's not funny because earlier this week, I was trying to book a flight, and every time I put my passport number in, it wouldn't let me book the flight.
What? What?
Because you're on a list.
Yeah,
So let's not make fun of lists, Grady.
yeah.
You're on a do not fly list.
I don't know, but it wouldn't let me book it, so I had to call them.
Were you? Were you on the Wendy's website?
No!
What website you're on?
JetBlue.
How's it spelled?
JETTBLUE.
Maybe not two T's.
No, yeah, that's where you went wrong.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
No, they have your passport number.
that's JetBlue. JETTBLU.
Oh, excuse me. And Grady, I just think you should know not to make fun of lists. I mean, that's given. That's a fact and a truth.
Except the coma list. I mean, the stroke list.
Yes, the stroke list. Jeez.
It's a playlist.
Oh.
That's different.
Why haven't we copyrighted that? The
Somebody
stroke
else
list.
probably has it this time.
I know.
It's because it can be an app, and it looks into your Spotify. Wait, why am I telling everyone?
Yeah, don't.
Don't listen to this. Close your ears.
Um,
There's a monster at the end of this book.
no, don't spoil it. Oh, it's in the title.
There's
I
a
guess
T-shirt
it's
at the end of this book.
That you never knew, did you? That there was going to be a T-shirt at the end of
I
it.
do love it. It's washed so well, by the way.
Oh, good.
It's gorgeous.
Nice.
Thank you.
Presents at any point in the year they could come.
I did have I did have a dream that it was my birthday.
Oh, really?
Okay, do you
You're
guys
hamming it
ever
up.
do you guys
You
ever
wanna hear
feel
about
like,
your birthday?
No, I had a dream about my birthday.
I'm gonna
I had a
tell-
dream that it was my birthday.
Oh.
I've actually had
Did I do
dream-
anything for it? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make it
No,
about
but I
me.
thought I was like, it's
But I
my
got big
birthday.
plans.
Something's gonna happen
We're
today.
getting you a stripper.
No, but
Shit.
I've actually had dreams the last couple of nights that my birthday has come and it's like I've forgotten about it.
Good.
Really?
Or I've had a birthday party and nobody came.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't do that again. I can't throw my own
You
birthday
get
party.
an all for that, and I told you the other day I had a nightmare with blood coming out of the wall, and you're like,
I did
God forbid nobody show up for your birthday. I just have blood coming out of the wall and someone trying to stab me with scissors.
Okay, that was a couple weeks ago. Was I not as sensitive about that as
No one was.
Oh, he's hurt. Look at that face.
I'm not hurt.
No, that face says hurt.
just...
The chin is up.
All right, fact versus truth.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Fact is, Grady
Has dreams all the time.
had a scary dream that he shared with us.
I
Did
did.
you share it with both of us, or was it just me?
Clearly, no, it doesn't matter, so no one knew.
We both knew, but
He texted it to us.
yes.
Yeah, he
But
did.
for me, he loves the scary movies, so I thought it was like a pleasant thing for him.
Those don't give me nightmares.
No, he was really upset about it. I didn't know what to say. I think. You know
I
why?
really did think you enjoyed it.
It was
Here-
it was
no,
the
he
donut
didn't.
put me over. That donut put me over.
Oh, was the cannoli donut gave you nightmares? Don't eat it at 3 a.m.
I often don't know how to
Fact.
respond to people's dreams because I know that they are so much more like for you, what you've experienced from your dream is so intense. Because I know that because I have incredibly intense dreams. I can't explain them to people because they don't make sense when I speak
Right.
when I
And
vocalize
so
it.
you don't want to type, wow, that sounds awful.
So I like don't know what to say when people. My dad does this all the time, sharing the dreams, and then it's like, okay, well, what do we do about this? You know, like I think when Grady shared that dream, I didn't want to say that's really fucked up
yeah. Because he was already feeling fucked up about it.
Because it is.
because it's fucking terrifying. It sounds like a goddamn nightmare.
It was.
And what the fuck does that mean?
My dreams like that, I'm not like where it's like the walls are pink and there's a unicorn. I'm like, no, this is a real building. I'm actually in this space physically. And it's not like there's a dream thing where they open a door and there's clouds.
I feel like you're making fun of Riley
I don't. Riley who?
from Inside Out and her dreams.
No.
The
she
dream
doesn't
studio.
have dreams.
I enjoy
She
that
does have
movie.
dreams, and the unicorn is a big part of it. Anyways,
Don't piss him off.
I didn't mean to disrupt.
Anyway, the fact is Grady had a dream and he shared it with us, and he didn't feel like he got enough support from his friends. And
That's not really true, though.
Oh, well, that's what it sounded
I mean,
like.
this is a good example, but it's not really true. I don't really feel that.
Well, the fact is that
I did. I thought because of his love for these scary movies that he was like
just relit an
like,
amalgamation.
I think that was cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah.
Like it was like I was in the movies. It
Yeah.
was like cool.
I was fine until the scissors came out
No,
and tried to stab
that
myself and
makes
my
sense.
family.
I dreamt that I was on the Real World Road Rules Challenge, but maybe because I've been watching it too much, it's just
You
in my
have been
head.
Wait,
watching
whoa.
Oh, just
Oh.
it's season
Have
after
been?
season.
you got to watch the shows I'm watching.
Yes,
So we have
probably.
something to talk about. It's like,
So we can stop.
Good
sitting
luck
in
getting him to
silence.
watch anything, and don't bring that up.
anyway, we got to get back on track here, guys.
because that's our thing.
That's a fact. The truth is,
Okay,
we're
so,
never going
so,
to get on
so
track.
let's talk about the idea of the truth, the facts about ourselves, and the truths that we tell ourselves. Because oh no, big sigh. Because you've heard it from me before. I have a very specific. I'm trying to fight against the idea that it is the truth by giving myself the what if it's not the truth scenario when I'm out in the world. But like the facts about who I am aren't as clear to me as the truth that I tell myself about myself.
Well,
Yes,
are
it's
you
not a good sentence.
Are
I
you
get
telling
that.
No, no,
yourself?
but
Are you making up your own facts about yourself? That's what it is. Because
I'm
what
take-
is the truth? What is the truth?
I don't know.
Who knows it? Do we know it as your friends? Is it what we see in you, or is it
Um,
what you think you are?
I think it's got to be. I don't know.
Nobody knows.
All right, stop. You don't have
Let
to
him speak for just a second.
be like, I told you so.
No, I just
I
think it's kind of
just-
scary.
It's very scary, but like I can't help but think. All right, so in my life I feel very, very alone most of the time, and I feel like the loneliness is killing me. No, I feel like
Oh Lord.
I feel.
Oh Lord. So
All right, you didn't have to
so
go further. If you're the Lord,
so we're walking each other home, but Matt has decided to let
Hang
go.
back.
No, he's gone off in a different direction.
I feel like
let go of our
I feel
hands.
like I'm walking home
Alone.
alone.
Then why don't you walk with
for
us?
for sure? And I feel like I don't understand. Like every time I try to have some sort of romantic connection or try to connect to a female in some way, that there's always a level of rejection, right? And so the truth that I tell myself is a very specific truth that people continually, I don't know, gaslight me on or tell me that is not true. And that's fine, because I don't know if it's true, because I don't know what the facts are.
Is it fine?
No, it's not. It makes me incredibly sad. But like that's how I'm not doing this very.
No, I get it.
But like I tell myself the reason I'm rejected so much, the reason I haven't really been able to feel desired is because of A, B, and C. I'm overweight. I'm ugly. I'm too sweaty. I'm too, all of these negative things that I'll tell about myself become my truth when they may not be. They may be. I don't know. I don't know what the facts of it are, but I know that this truth sits with me through most of my life and has. Because anybody like I really, really like, truly like crushed on, it's never been able to make that happen. And you would think just percentage-wise in life, maybe that would somewhere click.
We had that one night at Applebee's. I thought things were going well, but
But
You guys went to
when we,
Applebee's?
but then when we left the bathroom, it was like you wouldn't talk to me. So
That's where you guys went?
well, I slammed
it
my
was
head up.
it was a Friday, so he
Yes.
doesn't really even not even paying attention.
It wasn't a Friday; it was a Wednesday, and
a
I slammed my head on
no,
the
it-
toilet.
Okay.
It was a Friday's Chili's
not
combo.
Applebee's. Cop out?
It was a Friday chili bees.
So forgetting
They had great starters. That's what I'll tell you.
This is interesting. I was
Because
thinking about a lot of things.
you're looking at things that have happened.
Facts, data,
You're looking at the data that you've collected, and it's
and I'm fitting it to my narrative.
It's obscuring your actual truth. This is just what Maya Angelou's talking about.
Well, this is tricky because
The truth is you are a wonderful person. You're an incredible dad. You are so funny. Yes, I admit it. You're funny, even though you don't laugh at other people's shit because you're stingy with your laughter.
Well, it's
I
like
can see
when
it in
when
his
I
face,
do.
though.
I get
When-
you every
when-
now and then. Yeah,
I
with
can see it in his
the
eyes. His eyes
yeah.
are very.
Don't you feel like you've earned it then? I mean, don't you feel
Yes,
like you've
I feel
done?
like I've earned it.
All
You know,
right,
I'm so
all
tired
right.
of earning this thing. It's like like every time
How
I'm
dare you
it's
when
like
it comes to laughter?
every
You should
time-
always earn
every
your
time
laughter.
around you. It's like, can you mow my lawn? Here, I'll give you. I got a bunion and give you a quarter if you rub it. Did I earn that?
That quarter, yeah.
I'm saying that we do have facts that have happened in our life, but then we personalize those facts, and then they become that truth that's not really true.
I have so many.
And I moved through that a long time ago as far as relationships, but that was almost going to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad you got to
scary.
move through it a
Yeah,
little.
but it was not fun by any means.
Hi, you have something to say.
Sometimes she's got to sing
She
your
has
way
such
in.
a pretty voice.
I know that
I
she
fucking,
made it stop. We're like, yes.
So when you
Yes.
there's this thing, and I don't want you to get mad at me for saying this, but
Go ahead.
like your thoughts can impact your reality.
I'm
Your- The truths that you tell yourself
How dare you?
will become true if you let them.
Okay.
Not always.
But if you, so this
I
is
believe
stuff-
I'm a millionaire.
This is stuff that I've learned in like in a spiritual training aspect, like in terms of like I'm afraid of death, or I'm afraid of like I want a certain thing. And we talk about this in like a salesmanship mentality, like at my job, when it's like, if you tell yourself that you're going to not sell something and you
probably won't.
Then you probably won't. But if you actually have the confidence to do it, you might sell it.
You might, yeah.
And most of the time, the confidence is what sells something.
And even if it doesn't sell, what's it worth to not have it, to just give up?
Because, and sometimes in my job, sometimes you're not just selling the product, you're selling the idea around the product. And so in this, like, and when during, I don't know if I shared this with you guys.
Circle within a circle within a circle within a circle.
Did I tell you guys I read a book that's called it's called like How Your Thoughts Affect Your Reality. It's a way of creating.
It's a manifestation book.
It's a manifestation thing,
Yeah,
but
I know
I
what you're
did all these experiments and they actually worked. And it was stuff that I created. Like I'm gonna see 3 of these specific things by the end of tomorrow,
Right.
and I did. It was so
That's satisfying.
strange, but I didn't think it was gonna happen, but it did. And
So then how did it work if you didn't think it was going to happen, really?
because I just set the intention with the universe, I said, okay,
So you made an
prove
agreement
me wrong.
Oh, you challenged the universe.
Yeah.
In hopes that it would work. So you tried to reverse psychology of the universe so that it would work. You dirty, dirty, dirty rat.
That's the only way you can deal with the universe.
So I mean, I
I
guess
bet you can't give me $1 million. Ooh, I just got paid. With what? It's my new app. Pay me, bitch.
I don't know
You
that
see
you
those
should. I
commercials?
don't think you should put bitch on
You're
the end of it.
getting money just from a game? Yeah, it's like solitaire, but it pays me. And you don't do anything to it? No, I just press a button.
I've stopped asking the universe for things because I'm afraid of how I'm going to get it.
Well, it's like a genie. You can't ask for money or love.
Right. Like, and I'm like,
I
well,
want sex.
money.
You're like, but what if it's anal?
Exactly. Or what if it's rape?
All right.
Wow.
Listen, I swear, I say
Wow.
weird shit, and then y'all like just drop bombs. Like you're talking about Nazis. You're talking about being assaulted.
Well,
I'm out of here.
That was really deep. That one
Okay.
was both of
We're
you.
gonna bleep that out.
Okay, sorry. But so
No,
anyway,
no, we're
I've
leaving
thought
it.
about asking for
No,
money.
but it's
I'm
true.
like, what
It's
if I ask
true.
for money and both my parents die?
Right.
You know, like that's why I'm
What
afraid
the-
of. Yeah,
Wow.
That's
I didn't even think like that. That's intense.
that's why I
ask for nothing.
Exactly.
So wait, you're not into making wishes at all? The cost of making wishes?
Time
So if I send you 11:11 and you're like, oh, no, it's not. It's 11:12
I
now.
did ask the universe to reveal where my passport was for within the next 24 hours, and it didn't.
No, but
But
if it did, it would have made the consequences
You
would
want
have
to
been
you'll find
Grady
it?
would come in gassy.
Pray to St. Anthony.
Well, I did eventually find
Pray
it.
to St. Anthony.
Oh, so the universe
Always
helps you find it.
works. I guarantee it always works.
This is not a religious podcast.
Saint, well, you
St.
know,
Anthony was very chill.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Okay, it was very chill.
St. Tony. That's what it's gonna be.
Hey, sit down here. I'm gonna give you some therapy, Tony. Hold on, let me get a coffee over here.
Don't you Lorraine Bracco me.
Yeah. What do you mean you're not gonna see me anymore?
I will turn your microphone right off if you're gonna
feel
Lorraine
my
Bracco
thighs
me.
up? I'm Lorraine Bracco. I'm acting.
every time someone says thighs, I just think of chicken.
Yeah, that's what they call me in high
You
school.
like to bite thighs.
That's what they call me in high
That's
school.
your kink.
The
We
chicken,
just found Claire's kink.
the chicken shrink.
She's a thigh biter.
Okay, so back to Matt.
yes,
so
please.
Give me some of that white
We've
meat.
not been talking about me for 3 minutes.
The fact is
Great, he was going to say something inappropriate, and I'm not going to let him. I think that, Matt, you can tell yourself these things, or you can switch the truth about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You absolutely can. And I don't speak for you as if, like, this is your problem. I'm like that, too. 1,000%. I tell myself that I am not going anywhere. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not smart. I can't do this. I can't do that. I will never get to where I want to be. And I'm terrified of that. Like,
that all
I have a lot of fear.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Sorry.
I have a lot of fear that what those things are will totally manifest. And
Right.
I think I'm just afraid that I will be, like, alone and sad.
Where does
and
destiny come into play?
Destiny's Child? Oh, my God. Am I having a baby?
Oh, no. I'm not doing this.
Wow.
She's having my baby.
I don't know what you're doing in your social life. Is this immaculate conception or is this?
I wish. I mean, that would just be so much easier.
Talk about
meeting
talk about
someone.
one night at Applebee's.
I forgot to tell you, I'm pregnant. I have been carrying this baby around for 30 years.
Listen, I'm
Yes.
not.
This is really
How
awkward.
much money do you need?
Oh, Grady doesn't have any money.
I'm going to pay
It's
you
fine.
off. Shut up.
We could get it in sneakers. We get all the money in sneakers.
That's true.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's enough.
Child support and sneakers.
Just get like a new pair of sneakers.
How's my little
No,
baby?
so I am going to respond. My response is this. I think all of that makes a lot of sense, and yet I don't think throughout my life that I have always felt so unconfident. I feel like there's things in I think there's parts of me that I'm very like confident with.
Absolutely, there are.
And so those things are still not attractive to people, like kindness, or even sense of humor. I went on a Bumble date a couple of weeks ago, stuff like that. And why was I going to tell you guys that?
I'd like to
And
hear it.
so it went really well. I fucking killed it, absolutely killed it.
That's a nice thought to have.
But no second date.
That's fine. But you did a good job.
Yeah, and I forced myself to go. Like I forced
That's
myself.
even better.
But I can't help but think, and this is the arrogant part of me is like, I was so much more interesting than this person that I went on the date with, right? To feel rejected by her dings the confidence. Like it I'm sorry, but it helps bring.
Say
like,
her name.
What?
Destiny.
Say her name.
Beyonce. It was Beyonce.
Matt,
She's
she's definitely way more interesting than
She's known
Beyonce.
for-
It was Michelle.
Don't lose.
Michelle,
we don't want to lose listeners. Don't do that. The album's really popular right now.
That's because it's country.
Cowboy Carter.
No, like I don't know. There's not such. I don't believe in leagues and whatever. But like
Leagues?
I felt like I was out of her league in terms of like what I'm, how I can be more interesting than she was and kind.
That's
and
fine. That means that she wasn't for you.
Yeah, but
Wait, but
like,
did you say
why
you-
can't I make that choice?
Hang on.
Like,
hang
I never
on,
get to
hang
make
on,
that.
Yeah,
Hang
yeah,
on,
yeah.
hang on.
You-
I'm confused
Go
here.
ahead.
No, the most
You-
attractive thing about a woman to me these days is that she likes me.
Okay,
That's
so
the
you
sad
said
part.
you didn't get a second date, but you are saying that you are more interesting than she is, and she doesn't deserve your interestingness. So did you still ask her out for a second date, even though you didn't really want to date her?
Yep.
Okay, so
Because I thought maybe it would all it
I
would
get it.
all
I
be.
get it. I get it.
Setting the mic
I
up
get it.
there.
No, I feel like you.
No,
were-
no, 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 no. I get it because I have. Sorry, I I have done that before, and
Yeah.
I get it. You're admitting a self truth, which makes complete sense. But you also said something really nice about yourself, which
But
is
then you took it
true.
back because you doubled down
yeah,
on
you
it.
yeah, you did that.
Well, because it, like
But here's what I know now about dating and about myself and about life. Don't waste your fucking time.
here's what I know about dating and life and stuff like that is I don't get opportunities.
So
Like,
don't
I have to
waste,
take-
but don't waste them because because if you spend time with somebody that you know you're better than who's not right for you,
Yeah.
then you are not going to spend that time finding the person who is right for you.
I don't know if I totally.
You cannot disagree. I'm turning your mic off.
What? Uh-oh, Grady's on his feet now. He's got his walking
Oh, do you
mic, and now
want
he's
the
on his
pepper?
feet.
Star Wars.
All right. So I know I want to respond to that. Like, I was absolutely like she was pleasant enough, you know, that it is worth trying to find out. And I definitely think I asked just to find out whether
Yes.
I could get the
Yes.
the second date or not. But
I know. Even when we're
I-
rejected by people who are
But
not
but
interested in it,
saying,
still
Claire,
hurts.
Why even?
But I don't like this is the first like time anybody really even wanted to meet up, and for the most part,
Listen, it's
It-
not
it
all that's
just- it
cracked
just-
up to be.
no,
I've gone on a
it's
lot of
awful.
dates with so
but
many.
I haven't.
Matt, it doesn't matter how many you go on. I tried to do the law of averages last year. Like out of 10 dates, I'm bound to find one,
You can't do that.
and it
That-
didn't work
doesn't
because
work.
they were all not right for me.
Yeah.
All of them were not right.
And
'Cause
I
it was
love
the
that
same
theory
guy.
when it comes to acting. We try everything out until we figure out what's right, for sure. It's so weird to watch her pedaling while she's talking. But it's, no, I would love to get more practice at it.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting any practice because I don't get anybody really like
Ooh.
interested. And then when I do get someone interested in what ends up happening is like I can't help but use that data as like there's nothing in terms of my personality or my tone or my sense of humor that she didn't like because she asked for the date in the first place.
Fact. Online dating is not the best way to meet
it's
someone.
the worst. It's
So
the worst way, but I
let's-
don't have another way.
No, yes, you do.
What is the other way?
You go out and you live your life and and people will gravitate toward you because of something you give off. They will learn to love you for who you are, not based on a fucking picture.
No, I get
Because
that.
I'm the one swiping and like age, range, height, this and that, conservative, liberal, non-drinker, non-smoker. I'm putting fucking filters in for somebody. And guess who I'm going to meet? No one.
You don't have to take it out on your phone.
Sorry.
You can-
You know what you
No,
could do?
I agree. I agree
you
with,
could go
with
speed
all
dating.
Of that. I agree with all of. I do. I agree with everything, and I wish I wasn't on any of the apps. I really wish that wasn't a part of my life. I wish I didn't look at any of them.
You actually have a choice in this matter.
I do, and what I do is I end up deleting and then going back for whatever. Oh, jeez. Finally, your butt has an opinion on
He
something.
has been saving that up for quite some time. I've
He's
been
leaning.
He's
He's
you know what
leaning,
he
so
did
we knew
over
it was
it?
coming.
Why don't we rehearse? Ready? Hi, Matt. Donna, hey. Love this. I hear the skate is delicious.
Give me 1 second. I got a text. Oh. Oh.
Oh my God, my grandmother's
You know,
in
I
the
told
hospital.
you. I told you I had 2 kids.
Yes.
One fell off a jungle gym.
You're so funny. Oh my god.
So I gotta go. I gotta meet them at the ER.
Oh.
Thank you so much, though. We should do this again. I'll give you a call. Bye.
Okay, was that an in-person date? Or
That didn't go well for Donna.
No, not at all. She seemed to be really into you. Except, did you not notice her grandmother just died?
I was too busy working my excuse.
All right,
To
so
not be
let's
a
do
part of
that.
her life.
Let's do that again.
Okay. Has Donna still?
I just
No, be Joan, the AI woman.
Oh.
want.
Sorry.
Hello, Matt. I'm Joan.
Did you just hear that?
Yeah. What did you say?
Nothing.
It was nothing from her mouth. I'm in.
Did you Imogene Poots?
Yes.
You pooted.
Listen,
Oh, Claire, you
it
tooted.
happens all the time, but you beat me to it.
Throw it over here. Let's see what it's like.
It's already over there.
Was it vegetable-y or like
No, it's
more
just
like a
like-
rolled up
This is-
It's
sock?
just like a potato chip.
This is what these people think about my dating life. They
Okay.
think it's worthy of their farts. And I
Listen,
can't disagree.
if you can't
can't
find
disagree.
someone to get on this podcast, then you're not dating them.
What?
What?
If you can't find someone who's worthy enough to be on this podcast,
Yes.
meaning you have to meet someone and be interested enough to hear about what they have to say about things
Yes.
so that you could talk to them for 3 hours on a Sunday.
Yeah. No. I Claire.
In the morning.
I agree.
All right, I see where you're going with this. You want to do a massage circle? Well, I'm not into that.
I just want to have Grady do another
She was a date.
another.
You like to see me do fake scenes. That's okay.
Yeah, I
I'm
love
into
it. It's so fun.
All right.
I want Grady to be
Should this
Joan
be
the
on
AI.
the phone meeting?
No, in person, please.
I just want to say before I go on this date, the opportunities to meet someone like that's my goal. I'd love to actually meet somebody that I'm
Listen,
interested
I'm in the same boat. I'm actually in the
You're
same
not,
boat,
though.
and
it's a different boat because you could go on 10 dates. There are people that desire you. It's not. It's not.
I almost dated a communist.
Well,
Like
I
that's
mean,
what it's like out there.
Well, some of their ideas aren't awful. Is it a Marxist communist or is it?
I
like
don't
a
know,
new-
but he didn't
was a
agree with
lesbian.
Netflix,
Well, I mean, it was the algorithm.
and
that
I
did-
couldn't understand what he said.
I understand.
And then some crazy ex-girlfriend contacted me on Instagram, and it was a mess.
Oh,
That's fucked.
Yeah, it was really
crazy.
scary. It was really scary.
So who am I? Who am I this time?
I don't
Joan.
even. I can't even get crazy ex-boyfriends to.
You
contact
don't
me.
want it.
You don't want
oh my
that,
god!
believe
you know,
me.
there's actually
No.
speed dating things. I don't go on them because everyone drinks.
Where?
In Norwalk, go on Meetup or whatever. I actually
That
there's a
sounds-
guy. There's actually a
sounds
guy I went on a
nuts.
date
What's the
with. A
address?
guy on. There's a guy I went on a date with who's told me about it. I could text him, but I haven't.
No,
talked
I
to
don't
him
want
in
to.
5
I don't want you to.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. All right, let me make sure your mic.
Are
is
you in a
all right.
good space though? Let's.
You
You're not in
give
a
it a
good
try.
space.
You want me to give it a try? You want me to be open?
You're just a little crunchy right now.
Well, feel like I have a right to be crunchy because the facts and the truth are the same.
Here's the thing.
Crunchy. Crunchy.
And
That's-
people
that's cranky
People
and
tell me this.
crunchy.
People tell me this, right? And they are not wrong. This is a truth that they know about me, and I didn't discover this for a minute. They're like, you don't have the right mind frame when you're going out on these dates. And I'm like, you don't know me, fuck off. They're not wrong.
In what sense?
Because I'm going on every date expecting it to flop, knowing I'm not going to like this person.
Then you've already set it up.
Exactly.
Right?
I, in my one date, have not had that. Have not.
But
I
I
have
think
not
you-
that, but I can't
I-
even.
I think you
can't even
went
get
in-
conversations started with people that I like on these things.
First
so
of all,
it's a
first of
waste.
all,
It's a
first
waste.
of
It's a
all,
waste. It's a
first
waste.
of all,
yes, truth, fact. Go.
I feel like this about me too. Some people are just really boring over text. You can really get to know somebody over text if they have a good personality and want to talk to you.
I feel like I test them early on.
Yeah,
One
but
one girl said, "That's a weird question." I was like, "Yeah, well,
Okay,
I gotta check
bye.
whether you're." Yeah.
bye.
Well, she left. I didn't get a chance to even leave.
What was her name?
What was her name? Her name was.
Was it Melissa? Here she is. She's here.
No, I don't know.
Okay, anyway, can we go on this date now?
Do you want her to be? Where's she
I
from?
get catfish. Catfish are the only ones who want to talk to me.
Okay, let's go on this date
Like
with Grady,
bots?
and then
All
we'll
right.
talk about this off the air because
Is
I'm
this-
getting upset.
All right.
I mean, I'm yelling at you.
She's yelling at me.
You are a little bit.
My dating coach is
where's
yelling
this
at
person
me.
from? The UK? Is they
Oh,
from
he wants it to
California?
be. He
Joan
wants to be
from-
fucking
Fuck
from the
off,
UK.
Mom.
No, let's just be American. I don't know. Who would you like to date?
Yeah.
Somebody from the UK?
Where's Joan from?
Sure, she can be from the UK, Essex.
All right, fine.
Take it away.
Hey, Matt. I'm Joan. Hi.
Hi, Joan. It's nice to meet you.
Yes, I mean, good to meet. Usually I have the words because I don't have the words today. But
Yes.
it's my
yes.
job to have the words usually because I'm a reporter. I told you I'm a reporter, so
Yeah,
I needed
yeah.
just to have a wine.
Yeah, absolutely. A white or
Love
red?
your hair.
Oh, thanks. That's the first time I've ever heard that,
Yeah.
but I appreciate it.
And I just-
White or red? Do you want? Would you
Both.
like?
Oh,
Red?
white. Yes, sorry.
White.
Nervous.
Okay, yeah.
Oh God. Seems so uninteresting,
So as
don't I?
as a journalist, what are you working on these days?
Yeah, children's needs, obituaries, really. So
You're working on two
What?
different subjects: children's needs and obituaries,
It's
or
where
is
I
that
need it.
one
It's
and
freelance.
the same?
So freelance, yeah.
Oh,
No.
you're a freelance writer.
Yes.
It makes me think like
STD free.
oh,
So-
good to know.
Ooh, I'd love a bread bowl.
For you want
Do
an
you, like, do
appetizer?
you like grains and fruits?
Do I like grains
I don't
and
think this
fruits?
is going well. I'll call you.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think that one was my fault.
No, it wasn't.
May I touch your chicken thighs?
Oh, she's still here.
Let's just go to the bathroom and see how it
I
works.
got a text.
Dear Matt.
My kid's dying. Maybe you'll be able to write their obituary.
Oh, yes, I could. Were they spunky?
Who serves just a bread bowl? Do you want soup in the bread bowl?
She needed something to do because she was nervous.
So
I
She
could
was
I
just
could
gonna
tell.
Pick apart a bread bowl.
So was she nervous because she was excited, or was she nervous because she has drinking too much Red Bull?
I think she was nervous because she was performing.
I said drinking.
Drank it.
She's nervous because she's performing. That's
Yeah,
the
she's
nastiest backhanded compliment you've ever given me.
Okay, I just want to tell everybody that
show you
Grady
performing.
was preparing for this role. He was standing up before with his coffee in his hand and his bag on his shoulder. Then he sat down, hadn't had his bag on his shoulder the whole time.
Yeah. The energy was not right.
Well, she was a little excited.
Yeah.
And like wouldn't
You
let
were
Matt
very
talk.
sweet, though.
She was like 6 steps ahead of Matt.
Matt was very sweet.
I think I'm a very sweet person.
And you play yourself
Yeah.
well, actually.
Thank you.
But it's I think Matt can't date someone who is over the top with energy.
No,
Like
no.
Matt's here, they're here. I think Matt needs to be a little bit higher in energy than that person. Maybe?
Hello, my name
Maybe,
No.
but I never feel comfortable being high energy.
No,
I,
me
I-
neither.
I try to match.
Me
like,
neither.
Like in acting school, we talked about
You meet
interviews and
people
stuff
where
like
they
that.
are.
I
Meet
try to
people where
match.
they are.
Where,
Yeah, but
wherever
what if
they
they're
are.
really low?
My name
Then I
is
think I'll try to bring them up.
Hi,
I think I'll-
Matt.
With their baritones?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
My name is Mona.
This is not a baritone.
Have we gotten to the essence of truth versus...
The truth is, I'm Mona.
So you can't let fact get into Mona. You can't let Mona, Angela,
I work in
Samantha.
textiles.
Um,
I weave baskets.
wait, you work in textiles?
Yes, I weave baskets.
Claire, I think I'm on another date.
I weave
weave-
baskets.
Okay.
And
Underwater.
I'd like to weave your basket.
Wow.
Let's get out of here. I'm not even hungry. I am hungry, but that's not on the menu what I want.
This is the dates that I've been
I'm
on.
looking for some cup.
How do you handle this, Claire?
You sometimes you just have to.
I'd
cut
love
the
a Long
cord and
Island
leave.
iced tea and a big.
Okay, so
What are some of your? Do you ever leave a date? Like,
Out
have
the
you
back
ever
door.
bailed? Like,
Oh,
get a
yeah.
text about your kids and
I
leave?
don't. I never did. I never did back in the day when I was.
Because you had this sense of adventure. You wanted to see where it goes.
Well, usually people would.
What
leave
does
me.
Mona really
That's At the
want?
time, I had a Match.com date and cracked one of my teeth on a piece of brioche.
No, well,
the softest bread in the world.
It is, and I passed out of it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
No, I haven't ever bailed on a date. I don't think.
one time I went on this date for this. My sister took me to this Jewish singles thing that this
That already
youth group
sounds
that-
pretty
youth group.
exciting.
And there was a cute girl, and we just hit it off, and so we decided to go on a date. And then we went on the date to the diner. We were supposed to go to the movie. I don't know, so petty of me, but she just launched into this turkey burger in a way that just really kind of made me ill, and so I just kind of
The
rode the
way
illness.
somebody
And
eats.
then she had mayo on her face, and so I really
would never eat a burger on a
I couldn't
date.
have
Did you-
bailed. No, I was like,
I could never eat a burger on a date. That's terrible.
no, she dove into it,
It's a turkey burger. It's not real.
I guess the lighting in the place was different too. But like this is when I was youthful and I thought like, oh, there'd be many opportunities for me to meet many women in my life, and it just didn't happen. Maybe she would have made me the happiest man ever. Never know, but I judged her.
I'm sorry. Can we just get rid of that cliche, please? Can you become the happiest man ever just without a woman?
I'll never be the happiest man ever.
Okay,
I'll need a balance. I need a balance.
That is a truth that
You know?
you have made about yourself.
No, but like,
It is. Matt, I just got to tell you.
all right.
I'm sorry. I know Grady's here too. Both of you. I have been so let down by relationships in the last 10 years, and it has caused me so much pain. And the pain has been actually, I can't live with it. So I've had to make major changes in the sense that, like, it's crippled me mentally. And I need to do anything possible to have something healthy in my life. And that means that I have had to take a serious break from what I think romance, why romance is important to me. And I have created a world where I am the most important person. And that my happiness is more important than what somebody else gives me. And I don't believe that somebody else can give me happiness. I have to create my own happiness because I want to be happy if I end up alone, so that I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And
it's a very mature and
but it
and
wasn't
healthy thing
easy.
to do. No,
and it was really hard, and it's been really sad. And
Yeah.
again, like, I'm at the age where people think I have frozen my eggs already, and I think that I'm like, that. I tried not to let that make me sad, but it does make me sad.
Yeah.
And do I really want that connection with somebody? I do. But what I have more in my life because I don't have that is I have so many wonderful friends, and I have such a colorful life. And I have good relationships with people because I've worked really hard on myself, and I've tried to make myself a good friend to people. I've had a success in my job. I feel like I can do anything in the world. Like, I can move wherever I want. I could keep traveling. I could meet people, and I could decide what I like about them and what I don't like about them. And that list is really long. And I've become so much more selective because I've figured out what it is I actually want. So when I meet someone and I'm like, there's something on here that's a non-negotiable for me. It's got to be out. They are out because I know I can't live with that person.
Yeah.
But at this point, I'm just looking for somebody who I can stand.
Yeah. No.
Which is not how I wanted to end that statement.
No, because it was all powerful, and then it was like...
That's the bottom line. That's the truth, and it doesn't have to be pretty.
I would love to... I would... I'm sorry.
But you're not... You're saying that... You're saying that about yourself. You're saying that you will never be able to get there. But I don't... Actually,
what I was trying to say that last time was that... complete happiness has never been my goal. Like, I am who I am, and there's always going to be some sort of sadness within me, and I'm fine with that. I really am. I mean, I think it makes me a much more sensitive person. I would like to balance that out with happiness, but I don't ever think that it's going to be one thing or the other.
Well, being truly happy is kind of scary.
You're searching for balance.
Well, absolutely.
You're searching for a balance to balance a sadness that you know is just part of you.
Yeah.
And also maybe part of what makes you a great artist.
Absolutely contributes to all the things that I really love about myself.
You wouldn't get rid of it in a weird way, right?
Yeah. I just don't want it to dominate.
Out.
Yeah.
Because it's drowning you at times.
And I like being...
I get that.
I think a huge part of who I am is a caretaker.
Yes, it is.
And I like to care for someone. Like, that gives me happiness. Buying you birthday presents and buying you presents all year makes me happy. Like, it does. It gives me joy. Could it give you joy as well? Yes, but I think the motivating factor is being good at it because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like my humanity is in full blossom. It makes me share who I think I really am, which is somebody who can see people, who can take them in, who can care for them. That feeds me. That gives me happiness. And do I want to feel cared for as well? Yes.
I was about to say, would you?
Yeah. I mean,
finding someone who would put as much into caring for you
Yeah.
That would probably freak you out, actually, for a minute.
Maybe, but like I feel like I wanna grow into being better at that. But I definitely don't think I just don't think complete happiness was ever my goal.
I mean, I don't really believe in complete happiness. I mean, I also
There's no such thing.
I agree with you on a level that, like, when I have been in relationships that made me really happy, I've lost a little bit of my creativity.
Yeah.
I can't listen to Joni Mitchell songs because they're like about my old life, you know. But when you're in a relationship where you can still feel both of those things, I think that's
the balance.
That's the balance.
It's like being on antidepressants, really. It's
Yeah.
you don't want to be so medicated that you don't feel your emotions. You want to still be living in the real world.
It's funny. Last year, when I was dating somebody, I started to take a medication, and for that time that I was dating them, I was actually I was healthy. No.
Oh, sorry.
I was very healthy. Like, I was mentally healthy. I kind of went through like the normal phase of dating this person, like unsure, gave it a chance, took it slow. It gradually progressed instead of like meeting someone and being like, oh my God, I love you. You know, so
no one here knows what that's like.
Oh, yeah. So, but this was a healthy progression, and the medication I was on, like, I was just going to my therapist and being like, everything's great. I'm fine. And they're like, and I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm feeling good because of the medication or because I'm in this relationship that's going really well.
I personally don't like that. That's not a good feeling.
But it wasn't. I've had the bad feeling before where it's like you're a little bit high. This wasn't that. This was like total normalcy.
So then cut to how did it play out?
Oh, he dumped me.
This weather's been crazy, right?
Who would do that? Well, you know, everybody has their whatever, but boo to them.
Yeah, and that was kind of sad because it was like that point in my life where I was like, I can still totally be myself around this person and have feelings for them that aren't overwhelming me. Not, you know, like, you know, when you have feelings for someone that it's like, it takes over who you are.
And you wonder,
kind of
am
thing.
I obsessed?
Yeah.
Or am I actually
in love?
In love? Or do I just need to have this connection with no regard to what it's doing to anything surrounding its orbit?
I feel like if
it makes sense?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like if I had more opportunities, everything wouldn't feel so like desperate in the moment. So it wouldn't feel like could this be true love? And I don't feel like I'm feeling true love, but I'm like, what are the possibilities?
Well, when I first went on a date with this guy, I didn't want to date him right away. I was like, I don't think I can never do this again. And then it just kind of, because I gave it a couple more chances.
But did he push to date you harder?
He didn't push, but it was like we had a lot of mutual friends. So there was like I'd see him, and there was like a safety net because there were friends there.
So
and
eventually, it just kind of gelled and right. Got it.
But so I think that, and I also didn't meet him.
Do you regret it?
I did. No. Sometimes. Because it really hurt.
Because of the way it
ended.
You?
Yeah, because it was like it was a complete. It was like usually when you have a relationship and it ends, sometimes you're like, okay, I can learn from this. Here are some lessons.
Right, and you
this
couldn't
one
even see that.
There were no lessons.
But
it was like I didn't do anything wrong.
Different place now. So the fact is this.
I'm sadder.
You are sadder now.
Yeah.
Still because of this wound.
Yeah, because I was totally convinced that this person was right for me and that it was going to work out.
And it went through a healthy progression to get there.
And there were so many things that I liked about him that really checked all the boxes in terms of.
So those are all facts, right?
Yeah.
You know what the truth is that you are a beautiful, incredibly talented, loving, wonderful human. And that's the truth. So to have this sadness, see that that sadness is coming from these facts telling you.
No.
A little bit, yeah.
No.
Yes. Yes, it's energetically affecting you.
No, I think the truth is laying out all of these wonderful things about who she is, and so that kind of contradicts that. I think that makes her feel worse. I'm wrong,
you're right.
But
because
makes her feel worse about herself.
I'm making a list of quantifying why her worth. And that's right. You're right. That's not
because I feel. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel that way too. I'm like I do this, I do that. Like I should be desirable.
Well, what you can't control, and what
But I
this
see what you're-
situation was you can't control what the other person is feeling.
No.
That guy was, and I have hard feelings ish because I feel like he needed to split because he had some stuff he needed to work out, and that's fine, and I respect that other person's truth because I am, and it's really not a knock against me personally. Like that list of like I'm this, I'm that, but he, for whatever reason, couldn't, and he couldn't do it anymore. He
Right.
couldn't do the relationship.
Got it.
Like a relationship is a whole different ball game. It's not just dating. It's like it's a commitment, and that's where we couldn't move forward.
And
to.
I see what Matt was saying, that for me to say that, I'm just making you a list. Here's a list.
Yeah,
I'm meaning making not making you a list, but making you become a list. You're just these things.
Claire's no list. She's more than a list.
I'm adding. I'm basically using addition to quantify your worth by just naming things when that's really not.
But
what this
I
is
get
about.
I get into this with like the last whatever
Sorry.
relationship that I had. I get into this idea of like, yeah, it's not about me. It was about her and the things that she needed to deal with in her life. But I can't help but go, why wasn't I good enough?
Well, that's
for that, and that's where I get stuck. Not right or wrong, but like that's the thought was like, why wasn't I enough that you could ever see us as something? Because it was like in the end, as much time as went on in this relationship, like I don't think she ever saw me as the one. There was always going to be an exit strategy.
Do you ever
from it.
feel that way when you audition for a part you really want and then you don't get it? Why wasn't I enough? Why didn't they give me a chance?
No.
Interesting.
Like locally,
I don't know.
like professionally, yes, but
'Cause
like
it feels like the
locally, I
same
never feel like that. I always feel like it's like fucking your loss. Like you need me more than I need you.
So
I know.
this is so interesting. This is so interesting.
Like, how could you choose that guy over me because you don't fucking get what you're doing?
So you can't apply that
I
concept
was
to your
about to
love
say,
life.
No, of course
where's
not.
the
Have we
application?
not listened to the last 50 episodes?
Okay.
We've
You're
never-
Yelling. You're
Yes, I
attacking.
am. Fuck you, Mom.
Fuck off, Mum.
I'm sorry, fuck off, Mom. I blew the line.
Yes, obviously things have escalated, and so there's enough.
All right, we're not going to Yerma this thing up yet. It's too late in the process.
I was just
What were you
anyway. So you have Yerma. I have space sci-fi movies all week
I
long.
don't just have one thing.
Yes, you do. It's Yerma.
It's not.
I know you try to say it's Seawall, but it's Yerma.
It's not.
It's Yerma.
It's
Yerma.
not.
It's not. All right,
Sorry,
what
I
were you
love
going to
you.
say, Claire?
I don't
Love you
remember.
too.
All right.
Anyway, I get it. You can't apply your confidence in acting to your personal confidence in your romantic
I think this
life.
is almost going into another episode with why can't we apply the positive strengthening thought processes?
The pelvic floor
No,
strengthening exercises.
hold on. Now, I'm gonna.
No, but I
why can't we apply our strength and the things that we are so passionately grounded in, and that we know, yes, this is me. I feel seen here. I can show up. Like you
I
with the
should-
audition. We need to have an episode about why can't we apply this to this. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
I
yes.
don't know.
Application.
I don't.
Application, and why can it stick here, but it's not okay here?
I
And
should-
It's really going to the same.
I don't
party.
know. When
I
I
sh-
experience rejection, I feel it pretty much the same.
Again, I
across
said
the
this is
board.
another episode.
No, but I should have thought about my dating life as if it was my career.
Yeah.
You know, because I've dealt with as much rejection in my dating life that I shouldn't take it personally, and that I should just be like, when the right job comes around,
All right,
right job
fact.
comes
What's
around.
the fact?
The fact of that?
What's the fact of this episode?
Oh, that Matt is still bitching and moaning about the same fucking problem he always has.
Well, one might say he's bitching and moaning. The other might just say, you're on your journey.
I am on my journey.
Okay, Grady rolled
My
his eyes.
journey, the road. Now I know I'm traveling by myself.
That you chose to
I don't
to
The
think
leave
thing
that-
us.
I don't
is he
think
lives
that's
clear
true.
across
I don't
town,
think that's
Claire.
true.
We live closer, so he can't. I mean, I'd love.
I actually live way closer to Matt than you do.
well,
Ooh.
Do you notice how much
You
time
mean
it takes?
spiritually?
Claire's not, yes, spiritually.
Do you notice how much time it takes me to get here after I text you guys? I'm on my way.
Yes.
It's about
No.
5 minutes.
Claire won't give me the address, though. She's
Oh,
afraid.
I've never given you my address.
Then I'm going to send things to her
Yeah,
house.
you
I
can't
have her
send
address. It's 39
3939 Heminglock Lane.
3939 Wally Bob Street.
Wally Bob.
All right. So,
Yeah.
did we learn anything? I mean, we've gone past our time.
This has
What
been
is the fact?
emotional. This episode's been emotional.
I think it has been, and I feel like we've handled it with a little bit of humor, but it is a very emotional topic, and it's important. And I think it's a topic that doesn't necessarily we don't check in with ourselves enough with what's going on in our life factually, and what are the truths in our life. And to let other people dictate that is a shame. But
Yeah,
unfortunately,
the
we
truth-
do let other people
Yeah.
get in there, and our facts get. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's not all about
Eve.
it's not all about Eve. Ugh. Or her wisdom. Ugh. I think that we have to take some accountability within it. It can't just be about the partnering. It can't just be about like the truth is I am this, even though the facts state that. I think there is a certain
There is an accountability that
accountability
must be taken,
that we
yeah.
have to take. I think about the
once
idea
you-
of my friends is like I never asked for help. I didn't know how to, but like I never asked for help. And so for me to hold them totally responsible for this feeling of abandonment is not really on them.
But
you know?
isn't it fair to say once you've
Would
taken,
I have done that as a friend? I hope not, but I don't know. I mean, I
don't know.
haven't in the past.
But when you say that
So.
once you've taken the accountability, it's then time to give yourself grace and not live in a state of shame and guilt.
No, but like as much shame and guilt as I have, I think I allow myself plenty of fucking grace. Like
Okay.
when I'm honest with myself, I let myself off the hook plenty of times.
Okay.
So I don't think it's just one. I think it's balanced in my life. And then when it comes to like this whole idea of dating, which is like a huge, or of being desired, it's not really even dating. It's like being desired. The facts versus the truth are still very muddy to me. You know, yes, I make a lot of the information fit my narrative, but like my narrative wasn't created in a void. You know,
There's some reason you have
yeah.
this
Was it,
narrative.
though?
Absolutely.
How do we know where your narrative came from?
Well, we're moving in.
Well, I'm telling you, like over the
You
years.
said it
And
wasn't
we're out of
created in a
time.
void.
we want to thank More Paints.
No, I'm saying that.
I don't know. I'm just talking about like universal shit, you know? Like
Yeah.
where were we how were we created?
I don't think
there's
that.
no way
I
to
don't
know
think
that.
that
There's no way.
manifesting.
Okay.
I don't think that just manifesting confidence is going to change the game.
Now you know that you're wrong. Yeah.
She's saying it at me. Well, give me the title of the book, and I'll
Okay.
take some of those
Gone
things for a
with the
test
Wind.
drive.
It's called Gone with
Martha
the
would
Wind.
be very happy with your work here today.
Martha? Oh.
send you the weekly cost. All right. So, anything else that we want to add before we go? Because we've gone 120 minutes. No, it's really just like
Great
what is
show.
it, 80 minutes. Great show.
More
120 minutes
we
of
learned
MTV.
that Grady's great at dating impersonations.
Those were just some light touches.
What were those words, Claire?
Impressionations.
Hey,
Impersonation
if
impressions.
I really work on the character,
I think both of those dates were
they were not good.
no.
Also, I farted and you guys didn't know.
Oh.
You didn't even hear it. It was loud too.
What?
Was it like this?
Did you pedal it right out?
It was kind of like
I was wet at the end. See ya. So, what did we learn? Well, this was definitely a goofy and punchy episode, but I do think we learned that, facts are indisputable and truth has a bit of nuance to it. It is connected to an individual, and so an individual's truth can be different based upon what they need and what's true to them. It's complicated. For sure it's complicated. Hopefully we got to the bottom of a little bit, and hopefully we entertained you along the way. Thank you for listening to the Lost Will podcast. If you like what you heard, please rate, review, and subscribe.
Tell a friend, tell a friend's friend. You know the whole bit. Till next time, onward, forward,